No, I love living in New York because it's a global village. You know, I like people from all over the world. I love immigrants. My father came to the United States when he was 4 years old from Mexico. My father came here from. We're Mexican. They make us in this size, you know, limited edition. But my father, he came here when he didn't sort of walk on his own. He was probably brought in a satchel. But my dad came here when he was 4. And my grandma, I just went back to Washington, D.C., where she lives now, and she is 97 years old. My grandmother is 97. And she has been in the U.S. for, she was a migrant worker. She's been here for 75 years. She doesn't speak a word of English. And you know what I call that? Winning. She is killing it. I don't know how she does it, but people will ask her stuff and she's like, "Como?" And then a cheeseburger just shows up in front of her. I mean, that is a superpower. I wish I could do that, you know? She's great. My grandma had 14 kids. You know, it's a different world. It's a different world. She had 14. That's a lot like that's a third of the act out. I'm already exhausted. You know? And this was like before fertility drugs. This is just beans and rice, you know? Just vitamin T, you know, tacos, tortas, tamales, like just, making people. I love it. It's amazing because when you have 14 kids, you can lose like 5 of them at a Walmart and be confident that the bloodline will continue. Like I probably have an uncle in aisle 4 who's like, "Hey, I hope they come back for me soon. I've done good, I'm like a manager now." So, if you're abandoned, you just seek approval. Oh my goodness, yeah, she's great. My grandma's great. My family's, I love them all. My dad is, he's sneaky. He was the oldest of the 14. And when you're the old, you gotta be wily. You know, here's an example of him being wily. If you ever go to a timeshare pitch, they always have these pitches. They're like, if you listen to us for 2 hours, we will give you free tickets to the luau for whoever comes and watches. And my dad would come in with all of us, right? So there'd be like all the kids, 3 kids, my mom, and we'd sit there. And then out would come this Jimmy Buffett-looking guy in a Hawaiian shirt, and he'd have to give us the pitch, this very desperate Willy Loman character. And my dad would just have this stopwatch on a lanyard and be like, "Okay, 2 hours, let's see you try." And then, just like a croupier at a casino, they'd like tap him out after an hour, just like, whoa, haggard, because we wouldn't budge for anything. We're like, "Okay, you got 62 minutes left to show us whatever." And so we would get to go on all these crazy trips because my dad did this. We went to a luau, and I met the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, so winning. Thanks, Dad. He's the best. I don't think anybody in this room would be shocked or surprised if I told you I was allergic to peanuts. I feel like everything about this look just kind of screams anaphylactic shock. Nobody's perfect, we all have some Achilles heel. Me, I came out of the womb at war with the environment. All of it. You know what it's like to find out you're allergic to horses at medieval times? Who wants their birthday party ruined, That's my superpower. No, but the peanut, man, that's my kryptonite. That's the one. Everyone loves holidays. When you're a kid, you love Halloween. And I remember Halloween, I would get all my booty in the big plastic pumpkin, and then I would bring it home. And before I ate it, I would have to take a jeweler's monocle and read the ingredients on the back. All the fine print, right? Like, oh, let's see, okay. Because at the bottom of every candy bar, it always says in bold, "May contain nuts." May. What? This is not the right time for ambiguity. Like on a Tinder date, maybe, sounds kind of good, right? That's spicy. But no, this is life or death. I can't be playing Russian roulette with these Hershey's Kisses. I can't be like, maybe. Por supuesto. How about now, God? I'm so sorry. Tempting fate. But you know me, I live la vida loca. I engage in risky behavior. Like a month ago, I ate some food without checking the ingredients. Okay, big deal. My throat started swelling shut. My lips got huge. My face was on fire. I was like, "Oh!" I knew I needed an ambulance. I pulled out my phone and I dialed 911. And then my brain pumped the brakes. And my brain was like, Gabe, remember the last time you called an ambulance? It cost $1,200. So now I'm having a financial conundrum. I'm like, my life? $1,200. Like, am I worth it? That was really the first one. So, of course the answer is yes, right? Self-care. So I look at my phone and I'm like, I've got an app on my phone, I've got Uber, and I was like, okay, $1,200 or $12? Jeff is 4 blocks away. Jeff is now my primary care provider. Surprise! Jeff! Oh my God, I'm the last thing this poor man wanted to see, because when I have an allergic reaction, I don't look like this, right? My body expands like the universe. And Jeff is just this poor man. He's like, part-time graphic designer, trapped in the gig economy, side hustling. And he's expecting to shuttle drunk girls from the LES to the West Village. And he's like, oh, my next client, Gabrielle, 50 meters, 40 meters, 10 meters, right behind the car. He's in like a... I look like a melted wax chupacabra. I look like that scene in RoboCop where the toxic waste hits that guy. He's just, oh my God, I'm sure Jeff probably like a little bit, just like a little release. Not like a lot, but just like a turtle head. And I hop in the back seat. My fluids are going everywhere. Oh, it's a horror show. Worst Uber pool ever. Sorry, Lauren. Anyway, I'm Gabe Pacheco. Thanks so much.